Livescope right here. I'll tell you guys what's kind of nice about the Vexes. We got this seat right here, especially wintertime. Now you're sitting here just live scoping. You can just sit down there and it's nice and comfortable. It's not hard at all, really. You can see the screen just fine. But so I've got two really different like color things, I guess, or like setups for my settings. And this first one will be for, you know, normal cloudy day. Most times I'm only going to be using this. That's not this one. It is this one. And so for this one, this amber color, it's really nice, really nice. And sometimes I'll turn this grid off if I'm feeling like it. Sometimes I'll just leave it on. But so just my normal settings, I normally keep my forward range at about 80 to 100 feet. Put this on 80, and then your gain, you know, deeper your water is, like the more, I guess, the higher you can go run your gain, because it's clear water most of the time. So like it's at 70 right now, and sometimes normally I keep it about 70, but like if you're fishing shallow, you know, or dirtier water, you may have to bump it down to 66 to 68, as there's just more sediment in the water. And so it's going to be harder for like you to pick up fish and bait and all that while it's mixing with all that dirt. And like I said, this is amber. So I already showed you guys. And your depth range, it kind of depends on how deep you're fishing. I like to keep it, you know, 5 feet below the bottom, really. But so now we go over to sonar setup, appearance. My color scheme is amber, as you guys can see. Color gain is 96. And I'll tell you guys a little something. So when you're offshore, you really want them fish to pop, that bait to pop. You want everything to pop. But when you're fishing on the cover, let's say brush piles, timber sometimes. But this color gain, it kind of can blow out like little limbs of that brush pile and all that. And so what I would do is I'll turn this down to even about 75 to, you know, 70. And really what that's gonna do is that's gonna make all that like bait and all that, that's gonna make that pop or not the bait, but like brush piles, it's gonna make that like pop a whole lot less, but you'll still be able to see your fish really well. And I have my trails off and the bottom fill off. Those aren't really important in my opinion. Layout, you know, no, most time I turn this off just because it kind of messes with my mind a little bit. I think it helps me have a cleaner image anyways. Scroll history, hide, reverse range, default, compress range off. Noise reject, I keep that on low. Ghost reject is on low, and the time varying gain is off. That's really mainly my my settings for cloudy days. And so now I'll show you guys all of my like my sunny day stuff. Sunny day stuff, and I'll even still use this on cloudy days. Sometimes it's just a little easier for me to pick up this stuff. And so I know you're asking, why is it blue? Why it look like that? Well, and that's just because, you know, my depth range 50 feet again. That's kind of default for, I'll change this the other day a lot though. Forward range 80 feet, obviously, sometimes 100. Then my gain's at 70%, but also that kind of varies throughout the game or the day a little bit. As we go to sonar setup, appearance, this color scheme is blue. So, and whenever it picks up stuff, like a fish from, like it's red, really. So it's red, it's kind of orangish, and it's really easy to see, especially on the glary days. Color gain 75%, but like I said, that's kind of my default for starting. But it kind of situations throughout the day. Depends on what I'm fishing. Trails off, bottom fill off, just like normal. And then noise rejects on medium. Sometimes I turn that to, you know, low or off sometimes, but I'll just keep it a medium for what I had. And then ghost rejects off, and the time varying game is also off. The layout. Crap. Grid overlay. Normally I keep this one off. Normally I keep the other one off too. The scroll history hide, reverse range default, compress range off. And that's really my like sunny day setup, as it is just super clean to my eyes. I feel like I can see quite like pretty dang good on it. And you know, that's pretty much all we're gonna have for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back on another one pretty time soon. See ya.